I'd like to take a few minutes to talk about some of the things that are going on in our country. I'm gonna start by talking about the election. It amazes me that Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are the best that we could come up with for this very high office. But since that's what we're dealing with, let me explain how I'm seeing this after watching CNN and listening to this and reading this. We got in Hillary Clinton, we have one polished, very experienced politician. Most of her adult life has been spent in politics, with her husband being president for 8 years, and then her holding these other offices. She is probably one of the most informed politicians that this country has ever seen. Now, she's had some issues about some text messages that really could mean a damn to me. I mean, no telling what's in them, but I don't remember anyone being killed or hurt or a building blowing up behind something in a text message from Hillary Clinton. So they can talk about that until the hogs come in. But it's no big deal. I think it's just a Trump thing that's, you got to keep on her. So I think she would be the best choice for this country for the next 8 years, probably. On the other hand, in Donald Trump, who, let me say this first, there's only about 0.5% of the supporters for Donald Trump that are anything like Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a one of a kind character. He has always had his way. He's never been broke or hungry or had a possibility of being homeless. He's never had to really look for a job. He always made a job. Most of the people that are supporting him are nothing like that. I was born in 46 too. And I would like to know what date Donald Trump is talking about where he's going to make America great again. Because I've been here in 46 too. He's born in June, I'm born in August. So I want to know what date he's talking about where he's going to make America great again. Now, he keeps saying make America great again. So just tell me, what time are you talking about? Donald Trump, from what I've seen, I used to admire this guy when I was younger. But since he's opened his mouth now, I've been wrong a long time. Donald Trump has shown himself to be a crook. He's a liar. He has worked people and has not paid them. He manufactures things, but not in this country. He has told certain people that he didn't want to be bothered with them renting in his properties, from what I heard on the news. He refuses, because he's always had his way, to show his tax returns, which it's got to be something negative in them. Otherwise, you'd show them. That just makes sense. If people keep asking you to show your tax returns, you're running for the highest office in the land, the normal person would show his tax return. That shows honesty. it's dishonest to keep dodging something that every other person that ran for this office had no problem doing. That is not a good sign. I think Donald Trump would be very dangerous for this country. Anything subject to come out of his mouth just by the way he was raised. He was always able to do whatever the hell he wanted to do. So that's why, see, the news people, the media is not treating Donald Trump like they treated other people that ran for this office. He think he has a free pass because of his wealth, where he can, if something goes wrong, he can buy his way out of it, or he can make it go away some kind of way. I think they should really dig deeper. Google it. I just Googled Donald Trump. I just Googled him, and all this bad information comes up about this man. Now, the little golf thing when a man wants some money and you wouldn't pay him, that is just so stupid. Now he's trying to get some black votes. I just had to be a black man. He's trying to get some black votes. So what he does, with all these polished black men in this country, he goes and gets Don King. Buddy up with Don King. Like black people respect Don King. He buddies up with Don King and starts taking him around, let Don King introduce him, and he uses the N-word. How stupid can you be? If Donald Trump is elected, there's another belief that I have. Because of his racism, in his racist ways that he's trying to buffer now. He's the same man that dogged out women, then dogged out Mexicans, gonna build a wall. He ain't gonna build no goddamn wall. Gonna build a wall. He ain't hardly talking about that no more. That's somewhere on the back burner. He'll come back to that later on. But he has just about dogged out everybody except his own kind. He's been married 3 times. So he don't care that much about women either. That's one thing that a whole lot of men have a problem with dealing with women, me included. But let me say this: if Donald Trump is elected, I don't believe he'll even move in the White House. You see, Donald Trump has lived better than the White House. Unlike most people, Donald Trump has lived better than the White House, living better than the White House, maybe right now. But that's not why he's not going to move in the White House. Donald Trump is not going to move in the White House because he's not going to move in a house where a black family has lived not for a day. He wouldn't move in the White House with Obama and his wife and family living there for 8 years. Donald Trump is not going to sleep in the same bedroom that Obama slept in. Donald Trump's not going to use the same toilets that Donald Trump used. And I think there's either 35 or 36 toilets in the White House. He's not going to use the same kitchen or the same area. He's not going to want to sit in the Oval Office in the same chair where Obama sat. And let me say this: he certainly is not going to walk around the White House with Obama's picture on the wall. That might be something he might do, but I don't think he'll do that because he's a racist. Been a racist, gonna die racist. So, I know he has some supporters out there, but let me say a word to his supporters. I don't have a problem with you supporting Donald Trump. Donald Trump don't have a snowball's chance in hell winning this election. I don't give a damn what the polls say. So before you check his name, and some of you probably been paid to follow Donald Trump. I see these black people on the stage grinning, and I know black people. There's usually something that they're getting. To get on the team, they think they're going to get something somewhere. They're going to get something on the back end somewhere. They're going to get paid for being up there with Donald Trump. They might get a dinner out of it. Someone might get a new car, a house, or something. A bunch of hypocrites. You got these hypocrite preachers that joined up with Donald Trump. Believe me, they ain't doing it for free. I believe there's something. I believe there's something in it. They're getting something. But let me say this: before you put your X next to Donald Trump's name for President of the United States of America, which is a hell of a place to be. You can't be no idiot and be President of the United States. And there's all kind of issues. You got to do a lot of reading. You got to do a lot of talking. You can't be no hothead and be President of the United States. It's just too much. There's too much involved with being a President of the United States. I wouldn't even want the damn job. I think a person's crazy if they didn't even want the job. Throwing this in here for a second, getting off the line for a minute. I just happen to think about the money that has been spent on this election. These two candidates have spent millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to try to get this office that pays, I think, a little less than $500,000 a year. So they're not in it for the money. It ain't about the money. But they spent enough money to have fixed all the things they claim they're going to fix. They've spent more than enough money for Trump to actually build his damn wall. And to help the homeless, you could have built homes for all the homeless. You could have paid school tuitions for college with all the money you spent. This is about the dumbest shit. I think when I really looked at it, all the money spent, what you could have done with that damn money. But if you're a Donald Trump supporter, see, there's no danger in voting for Hillary Clinton. There's no danger in voting for Hillary Clinton. She ain't going to be able to fix anything by herself. As a matter of fact, I don't think anyone can fix the problems we have. Too much racism, and it's been going on too long. I think we almost need another flood. We might even need a fire now. We're at an unrepairable state. But before you vote for Donald Trump, Google him. Just go on, you got your computer. Just Google Donald Trump's name. And forget about the walking around with the gold blonde hair and all that fake bullshit. Just Google his name. Just Google him like I did. And you'll see what this man's history is. Just Google his name. Do that. Because when you vote for Donald Trump, you vote for danger. You're voting for a corrupt world and a crooked world. A man just don't go from being a crook to being a saint. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. If you got a history of lying, being crooked, working people and not paying them, that ain't easily fixed. You don't fix that easily. And I believe after you Google his name, you'll either won't vote or you'll vote for a safe America in Hillary Clinton. Issue number 2. The killing of black men. The killing by police of black men. You know what I've noticed? All of these men have a tendency to look alike. It looks like police have targeted that big, dark, black man. So to fix this problem, you know what I think? If I was in charge, what I would do? Every policeman in this country, because we got the equipment, every policeman in this country would be required to take a lie detector test. And they'd be asked one question: are you a racist? Are you a racist? Did you join the police force to kill some black people or some white people? Are you a racist? Now, if you're a racist, you're going to be fired. Now, in some places, you may end up with no police force because everyone on the police force is a racist. So I don't know. It's easily fixed. If a man's got his hands up in the air, he don't shoot from up under his armpit. The man don't shoot from up under his armpit. If he's got up, how does he end up being shot? Please, someone explain this to me. How does a man surrendering ends up being shot and killed? Especially a big 6'2" black man. You could have shot him in the leg, could have hit him in the shoulder. How'd he end up dead? My suggestion is to black men, forget joking around. Forget the joking about when you're trying to get into some club or you want to walk around like a thug. Forget that. It ain't working. It's going to get you killed. It's going to get you killed. Go back to the days when I grew up where we walked around with suits. We had a dress right day at school. And we would dress up and go to school. You know, you wear your tennis. I didn't even own a pair of tennis shoes coming when I was in school. You could say, if you change your wardrobe, there's a good chance that you can live longer. Because I've looked at the pictures. Everyone looked that it's been killed. They all look like brothers, except for the little young boy who had a toy gun that they killed because he's a little black boy. See, they wouldn't have shot their own. They wouldn't have shot. See, the trouble we're having is the white policeman pulls up on you and you're doing something wrong. He's killing you, but he wouldn't kill a white boy. He wouldn't kill a white boy because he reminds him of his son. He looks like his son. He looks like his brother. He looks like one of his family members. So they got a better chance with our black ass. You know, we look like an enemy, and I don't like you anyway. That's the other problem. I don't like you anyway. So we have to find out, in this country, for us to have a safe police force and a safe United States, we have to find out who is a racist. You can't have a racist person on the police force. That's cut and clear. You can't have a racist person on the police force. You can't have a racist person in office, in any office in the United States, and you certainly can't have a racist person as the president of this country. Think about it.